the flamenco guitar of being played. And you said earlier, you told your daughter that you don't play very well. I think, and it's up to you, but I think the guitar playing that we hear is actually quite good.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. He is playing very good.
Is it a sad? It's a sad song.
It's a sad song, but he doesn't usually prefer to play sadder songs because he wants to play faster fingerstyle,
Sure.
speedy songs, which he's pretty good at, but he did not make money out of it.
Sure.
So he is making that conversation of when he was telling to Annabelle, he was like, I could be a great player. You might like it, but I don't make money out of it.
Right.
So I am bad. So he does not have the validation of enough people for him to think that he's good.
Right.
It's like any random stranger who has taken a guitar for 2 months could play what I can play. What's the difference?
I was camping recently, and Jody, my wife, and I, you all know Jody. So that because of the camera, so other people know.
Yes.
I was camping recently. Jody and I were at this tavern that was set up, and one of our friends came in and started playing in the tavern, and he's a violinist, and it was so good, and we were so excited. We've been trying to convince him to come play all week while we were camping, and he finally came and played, and people weren't listening to him, and it was just like people were being loud and rambunctious, and there was a small group of us, probably like 6 or 7 people out of the 200 people that were in this sort of makeshift like tent tavern that had been set up, and there were 6 or 8 people listening to him play, and a couple of people came in, and this is a memory that I know for them will stick with them for the rest of their lives, because they got to play with him, and they got to like bring out their instruments and play with this guy. So Jody and I know him. We're friends with him. We travel around with him to different events around the world. He is like an part of the European the Grand Orchestra or whatever. Like I don't know. I forget the exact name in the moment. But he's part of the
Royal Conservatory.
The Royal, yes. Yeah. Like the Royal Conservatory European Orchestra. Like this is a violinist, arguably among the best in the world violinist. And here and we go to many events with him in many places. Like there's one bar, one tavern called the Magpie's Ledger that has a standing rule that anybody who brings him in to play for them, they drink free for the rest of the night. Like if you can bring this guy in, all your drinks for the night are free. But then we go to this tavern where
no one knows this
where no
person.
one knows who he is, and
it's just a dude.
He's just a dude. He's just a dude making noise while we're trying to gamble and drink.
Yes.
It's some bard in the corner.
Yes.
And so that's when you just described that. That's the memory that popped to my mind. Is like when we as an audience see him play, he's fantastic, but he's not successful. Okay, so all that big segue.
Yes.
You're playing. Theo is there playing, and some sort of young teenager, a kid is probably working on a farm or whatever.
He definitely knows this young teenager.
Yeah.
He's Jeremy Rudy. Thank you for bringing your pocket money and giving me some. I know I kind of get you wine without anyone knowing. That's the trade that we have. But thank you so much for doing it.
Yeah, stop talking. Shut up. Give me. I'll see you for wine next week.
Okay.
And he walks off.
Don't forget 2 gold, please.
While you're sort of playing on the side of the street, I imagine that Theo is thinking about these dreams, the nightmares
yes.
that his daughter's been having. What does he think he's going to do about it? he knows.
Yes.
He knows that this is something bigger.
Yes.
And there's 2 scars on his back that ache when he thinks about about his daughter's nightmares.
Yes. He has been thinking about this for the past while, and he has been doing all these kind of things like peddling stuff with random teenagers to gather up the humble money that he could have, and then go to the only place that he knows very well, to a tavern. He goes to the tavern and he waits for Palex to show up there, and he's waiting. Palex knows about this, and he has sent a letter to Palex to be like, dude, you need to come here. My daughter is having strange dreams. You have to come in here, and we need to talk about a lot of things here. And also, me and my wife are separating. So P.S.
It's not good.
Colon bracket.
Yes.
All right, you've sent this letter to Palex, and you go to the tavern, hoping, you gave him a date and a time.
Yes.
And this is something that you and Palex do quite sort of. I guess I'll leave it up to you. How regularly do you guys think you meet up? Is this something where you is this like a weekly or monthly? Like maybe you have a regular time that you meet, or
Yes.
is this yeah?
I was thinking every week, Wednesday evening,
Okay.
we would go there and talk about our life.
Okay, so
And
you
it
guys
has
are-
always been Theo saying nightmarish stuff to you. It's
Yeah.
all his nightmares, bad
Okay.
things that has been happening. He trusts Palex.
Okay.
Why do you keep going?
Hey, I have my own fair share of dreams and nightmares.
Everyone needs a
My dream
good
journal
friend.
has more entries.
So you head to this tavern, and the tavern is called the Meaty Ogre Tavern. There's an ogre. An ogre is the patron of the tavern, and
Ulf.
Ulf, thank you. Yes, Ulf is the patron of the tavern. And when you come in, there's as you well know, there's gambling tables set up all over. There is a bar, sort of a regular bar, but every table, even if you sit at I'm gonna just sit here and eat food or whatever. It's a table that is octagonal, like sort of set up for people to have their own little side where others can't like easily lean over and see their cards, kind of thing, right? And then you have other tables that are set up with like inset sort of felted for rolling dice and that sort of thing. Ulf sort of shouts out as you come in, and he says, "Oh, you, flamingo man."
It's flamenco. It's pronounced flamenco.
Mm,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes,
Are you
Petranov.
playing tonight?
Yes, of course. For money, yes.
Cards or music?
Oh, music.
One day I teach you cards.
Oh, I don't want to get into that. My wife and I are going through some stuff. If I further add on gambling as one of my woes, I don't think I will ever see her again. Do you want to sit next to me and talk about it for a while? Do you have a wife? Do you have family? I know you're a gambling man. You're a wealthy, rich man. You might have multiple. So can you tell me more?
You already say too many words. Set up in the corner. And
Okay. All the bard gets to do is do music.
he goes over and he comes back to you. All of the mugs at the Media Ogre are just a little bit bigger. So it's a very popular drinking place. They're not like all ogre sized or whatever, but they're a little bit bigger than the other bars around. And he comes over and brings you sort of your complimentary mug of, I believe that you said Theo prefers wine. Was I
Yes.
wrong? Yes.
No.
So he brings you over
Merlot.
like a tankard of Merlot.
Nice.
And sort of puts it down on the corner. They have a little like 3-foot side stage thing that's raised about 8 inches.
Nice.
And he sets it down for you. That's kind of your regular spot. And then he goes back. And you know Ulf. He's a big friendly man. Known. One of the sort of things that's known about Ulf is that the house always wins. Ulf is exceptionally good at gambling. And so then as you sort of set up and, a little dejected, little sad, like this is Theo's life.
Yes.
And we look at that. We're looking deep into that mug, the swirling liquid of the Merlot.
He sees his reflection there, and then you're a bit losing every time at every turn in your life. You are shit. And then he spits on it, and then he drinks.
Okay. The mug goes up. When the mug comes back
I
down,
had a whole murder scene and I found that vial. Sorry, I got a visceral reaction.
Can I spit? Was it Fleming?
okay, let's not maybe.
He's disgusted by himself.
Yeah. That's very emotional.
Yeah.
I like it. So the mug comes up, and as the mug comes away, we see sort of an angle shift, and the head of the wet hair of a raggedy looking man with like a dark brown beard and like 3 scars across his face. And he's, as we sort of back away, he's got fresh wounds, and we see burn marks on him. And there's a green scaled hand holding the back of his head that has just pulled him out of a bucket of water. And he looks up through one eye closed. We'll pause for tea. Thank you again, Jody. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
His one eye is it seems like he can't open it. It's still, the wound's still too fresh. It hasn't even bruised yet. But he looks up at the scaled person. He looks up at Palix above him, and he says, "The other parts you'll never get. It's all shattered into 1,000 pieces."
1,000. So many.
1,000, more than you can count. And he spits at you.
Ugh. I like claw the spit off the face. Like throw it down. 1,000 pieces makes no difference to me, friend. This is an errand I'll seek to till the end of my days. And I dunk his head back down again until he struggles, and I just pull it back up. I was like, "Now speak your words and speak them true. Tell me what I want to hear and say it now, or I'll put you in there indefinitely."
You haven't seen him. Drown me. Burn me. Do the worst that you can do. It'll be better than what I saw him do to a man. There's nothing you can do that's worse than that. And he's going to do it to the whole bloody world.
That I'll follow through with what I said. I dunked the guy.
Okay.
And he doesn't like to be, he said the threat, like burn me, drown me, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll simultaneously set his legs on fire. So he's getting drowned and set on fire.
Well, if like I said at the beginning, I was like, your characters may be heroes, or they might not be.
Yep.
I don't know. Righteous fury.
All right.
This guy's not giving me what I want. I'm getting furious.
So basically, in that moment, after a very brief but painful death, he goes still, And Palix is left sort of standing there without answers. The last that was one of his last trails that he was following to find more of these pieces of the tablets.
Yeah.
Of this broken prophecy he's been hunting down.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of in frustration, he looks over at his robes, which he had hung off to the side, so he didn't get a mess on them while he was dealing with this guy. And there, sort of hanging out of the pocket, is a letter from his old friend, his old drinking friend, Theobos. Sort of reminds, oh yeah.
Time flies when you're hunting down tablet pieces and roasting legs along the way. Getting beat up by dwarves and other hooligans. I almost let time slip. Is it already come to like the Saturday of the week as I unfold the letter?
The letter telling us that Theo is concerned about, you wrote about your daughter's nightmares. And he always tells you about his nightmares, and they pique your interest because he seems to have these nightmares, and you're very in touch with your dragon, with your god, but Theo isn't really in touch with any gods or dragons.
Right.
He's just a man, and but the visions. It's like who was it? Was it Tom Clancy or some? There was a writer that got like investigated, and like the FBI like interrogated them because the things they were writing were so accurate.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
And it's kind of like that, where like you are an avatar of the unnamed dragon. You bring the righteous fury. You are the invisible hand of the force that spans life and death. This makes sense for you, but then for some human to have these visions, these dreams, it brings you back. Despite, at first he's a friend, he's your friend's husband. Okay,
yes, right.
you sort of like at first I'll listen to this guy.
This guy has a few good songs.
Yeah,
he's got a pretty good attitude.
Yeah,
he likes the things I like to drink. What do you know? We're both smoking Chemshire cigars.
That's right. And then once he started to tell you these stories, though, you're like, oh, this is intriguing. And he actually has some interesting points, and some of the things he talks about are hit a little too close to home for you, and the things that you have to deal with day in and day out.
Right.
But he always talks about his own nightmares. It's the first time he's mentioned his daughters.
Yeah. I know of Annabelle.
Yes,
of course. A handful of times. So.
Yeah.
A little girl, so sweet and innocent, is experiencing such traumatic visions.
Uncle Pal.
Yeah, no kidding. Uncle Pal.
Yeah, she runs up and like jumps into your arms every time she sees you. But she only sees you about once a year.
And when like you can make the kid fly, I can literally take her.
Literally take her up and she goes uppy uppy.
Hey, your mom hates it when I fly 100 feet high, so.
Theo is right down there and it's like good.
But yeah, you have to do it when Shauna isn't around.
That's right.
Would you like to go to meet him at the Mediocre, or do you have something else that you want to try and deal with beforehand? What do you think?
Oh boy, I've exhausted my trail, so might be best to go see my friend. He might even have some insights on the matter, because I might have been telling him about this journey of mine, this hunt for tablet pieces in the past. So maybe he could have even been on like the other side, been like, oh, you should go check out this village. I've gotten information from one night playing at this bar that they heard of this or that. So he could almost be like my... Yeah,
not a spy, but...
No, I know, right? Not a spy, but he has insights.
A lot of loose lips around the tavern.
Yeah. People don't. The bard is in the background, like it doesn't even exist, so people don't mind talking in front of them.
Yeah, right. When they make plans for their heist at the table in the corner.
Yes, exactly. And then suddenly there's this dragon Dracona there to stop the heist. No one knew it was. Who told them?
Exactly.
Yeah. which one of you guys is the snitch? And there's Theo playing in the background.
Totally, that's right.
Okay, so you head that way. We go across to a small underground cave, like just a hole in the ground. And do you think that Fulf dug this hole himself, or did he find a hole?
I think he would have found a natural-made hole, but then enlarged it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he's never, I don't think, and maybe you can correct me, it's your story too, I don't think Fulf spends a lot of time in one place, because he is on this journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I would say because he's left the colony, that's where home is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everything else is kind of just a stopping point.
Yeah.
So he's not really married to one place. But like if he finds like a hole that's big enough for his uses, he might like have a slightly bigger set of moss in there with which to lay on as opposed to someplace else.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not decorated or anything.
Mm-hmm. And as he sort of sits in this hole, and we see his appendages, his roots are in the ground, sort of absorbing moisture. He feels that nearby a familiar, sort of friendly presence, someone that he is not part of his colony, but is perhaps like a member of his found family.
Okay. Basically, as my roots are in the ground, like as I can feel beats from above in like different ways. Like you can hear a horse going through that, makes certain vibrations or something like that. I hear something that sounds like some coins going like blink, blink, blink. And it's just like, that's too many coins for like a purse. I think that's rocks. I think that is that. And when I don't know what it is, that means it can only be one thing. And that's someone who has eldritch knowledge, who can see beyond, and is clearly much wiser and needs all of those healing crystals to make her wares work. And so with a like a little smile goes above my face as I recognize what it could be and who it must be.
Of course. And Leola, you are headed towards the last place, the last village that that Joshua remembers, where this flamenco guitar wielding man was known to be. And Joshua has not pointed out to you the obvious that the last time you saw him was 8 years ago. He might not live there anymore, but Joshua likes that you're out and about, and doesn't. We should get out more. He keeps mentioning like, this is nice. I like going for walks like this. We get to see new things, new places. It's such a breath of fresh air. I love smelling the flowers.
Like
a cap appears above by your feet, and causing you to stumble and drop Josh into a bed of flowers, which he likes to smell.
So you stumble over this cap on the ground, this mushroom cap, and Josh sort of falls out of your hands into the flowers. And I'm also going to take this opportunity, though, to spend 2 fear.
Holy moly.
What is it going to mean?
Where Josh lands, the flowers sort of rustle, and a pair of creatures get up. Their shoulders sort of the first to rise, the dirt and sort of clinging to their clothes that are you can see are marked and torn. Their skin dirty, and you're not sure like if it's skin or muscle that is exposed as these 2 creatures get up, sort of at one point probably humanoid, and they look towards you with hollowed, blank stares, and their jaws sort of agape and start to stumble towards you. As they do, one of them lets out a cry and you can sense through your magic that there are more of them nearby, a group of maybe a dozen.
Excuse me? Josh, you need to apologize to these two skeletons immediately. How dare you interrupt their sleep like this?
Oh, I'm so sorry that I was thrown into the daisies.
Excuse you? I tripped over this head. Hey, I recognize this head. Hello!
How are you today?
Oh, I'm so good. Do you know these skeletons by chance? They seem very upset. Perhaps you could just put them back in the ground.
Good idea.
You speak many languages, yes?
I do.
Just tell them that Josh is sorry and they can go back to rest.
I will let them know. I get up and I look towards the skeletons and I say, go back to sleep, or else I'll make you go to sleep and you won't have pleasant dreams.
You must listen to my friend. He's very, very intelligent and very scary. So you must listen now.
Well, the skeletons don't listen. I think surprising no one.
Or do they?
Oh!
My presence is -1, but we'll see how this goes.
I don't think you have to try it
all
unless
right.
you have an ability to specifically affect them.
No, I turned down the ability that let me charm people, so that's not happening.
Well, they sort of shamble towards you and not responding or not listening to your threat.
Okay.
Are you simply speaking idle words?
Because it is dark out, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Immediately, I'm going to basically jump backwards into the darkness and try my best to be unseen with my Underborn technique.
Did you just leave me with these skeletons? How dare you? Get back here right now!
When you're in an area with low light or heavy shadows, you have advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, or perceive details. So basically, I'm trying to hide from their vision.
Okay. All right.
So for rolling with advantage, remind me how that works again in DaggerHeart.
Yes, with advantage, you roll normally and then add a d6.
Very good.
If you have multiple advantages, then you would roll multiple d6, but you would still only take whichever one was the highest.
Okay. I believe I just have the 1d6, so we'll roll that. Okay, so I rolled the 2 set. I have a 7 on both my hope and fear.
That's critical
That is
success.
that is crit. Okay,
That's a crit.
Nice.
great. And then I also had a 6 on top of that, if that matters.
That doesn't
Yeah,
that's a critical
if that
success.
matters.
So-
With the 6 on
Yeah.
a d6,
Oh,
that's
great.
the biggest critical.
So, a critical success. You gain a hope, as Paul just indicated.
Yep.
You also clear a stress.
Okay.
So if you had stress, you would heal a stress.
Right.
In addition, whatever you were doing is successful.
Great. I've disappeared into the darkness. Within my shadowy darkness, I am going to try and navigate behind the skeletons whilst they are focused on Leola.
He didn't leave you alone.
You do it. Yeah.
Great.
Bait and switch.
All right. And then being behind one of them, I'm simply going to snap its spine with something. I mean, I have a dagger.
Sure.
I don't imagine they have anything with which me to stab, but I'm going to give it the old college try
Yeah. So
and just jam it right into that vertebrae.
absolutely. So skeletons are what's known as a horde enemy.
Okay.
So basically, you're gonna roll your attack against them. You're attacking from the shadows. You're trying to sort of come up at them unbeknownst, and you're attacking the entire horde basically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see, how many of these skeletons can you whittle away? How easily can you take down the horde? Because you are the Jason Voorhees that they never wanted to meet in the dark woods.
I also have sneak attack. So when I am cloaked, which is also when I'm hidden,
Yep.
or when an ally is within melee range, which is also occurring, I add a number of d6s equal to the tier to my damage roll. So I get an additional d6 to whatever it is I'm rolling for damage.
Absolutely, for damage.
Yes. But first I have to see if I hit, or do I just straight up roll damage?
First, you roll to attack them.
Great. So that is finesse melee. So that'll be a +2.
All right.
Also, I think I am going to spend a hope for assassinate, which is one of my skills. So that just gives me a +2 to whatever it is.
I feel like that's applicable.
That seems like a good idea right about now. Yeah. That is another. You know what? I'm going to show you this because it's another crit success. It's a pair of 9s.
Amazing.
Great.
Amazing. So you gain another hope. So you can get that one back that you just spent.
Great.
You clear another stress, which you don't have because you're just having fun. Oh, there's things I get to kill in the night. What?
These ones don't have families, so I don't feel bad.
You when you crit success on an attack, you deal max damage and then roll again.
Right. Roll another attack and roll.
No, roll damage and then you add it on to your whatever your max damage would be.
I see. So that is my original for my dagger. That is a D8 +1, so that's 9.
And then a D8.
And then roll a D8. Where to go? Here it is. Yeah. 9 + 5 is 14. +1 is 15.
Plus your
Plus my
D6.
D6. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
+2 is 17.
Okay. So you're starting to scold Fulf for leaving you alone. In the dark, the silhouettes of the skeletons of these shambling people begin to crumble, and you hear a snap of a bone, and one of them kind of just goes sideways. There's like a kind of a squelching, like earth being torn, and another one, like it's as if its legs gave out underneath it. And this just continues of like a single sound that is unpleasant to those who are of a civilized nature, and then another figure and another figure as they drop one by one around you. Then what does Fulf do?
Then it looks like at first that Josh's head is floating, but as you get closer, you can see I've picked it up and I'm bringing it to you.
Love, this is very creepy.
I've been told. Here you go.
I think maybe
This one is yours. It's not like the other ones. They have skin.
they have skin.
Used to.
Oh, well, what are you doing here?
Just napping. Getting my 8 hours. How about you?
Oh, I am on a quest to find an old man
Mm.
and a little girl.
Mm.
Would you like to come?
I think I would.
It seems since I am traveling at night, maybe it is for the best that you come with me.
I will see you safe till morning.
Only until morning.
Possibly past that. We'll see how quickly you find your old man.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I would like it if you held this.
Mm.
That way, I know you won't leave me again.
Oh,
Yes.
I will treasure it until you need it back.
Excellent.
Great.
You give it back to me tomorrow.
Will do.
Now, with your totem that you just gave him, obviously from Fulf's side, he said that he described that he's basically very familiar with you to the point where he can recognize your footsteps through the ground.
That's cool.
So how familiar are you with Fulf? Has Fulf held your purple stone before, and would he know what it is and what to do with it?
So Flolf and I go way back because he regularly comes to me about eldritch secrets that I impart without money because he never has any for some reason. But instead we sit in the mud and eat. Well, I eat. What do you? No, you don't eat flies and stuff.
You managed to get me to eat flies once with you, just because I wanted to try it out.
I'll never give you my lipstick again.
They're okay. The lipstick was honestly a little tastier.
No.
Like, obviously the flies have more protein in them, but like the slight oily flavor of the lipstick was an improvement.
Next time I will be giving you a bat poop lipstick. I'll have you know. It will be good. But he would know that this purple stone, he would know my whole story from my ramblings
Yes.
of my entire past,
Have
of being
heard.
with my Prince Gorf, who gave me this purple stone as a promise that he would marry me. And then I was pulled through a bunch of arms into a very scary door, and then woke up on the side of the road and met Josh. And I don't remember anything beyond this, but he definitely knows it.
Yes.
We've spent many, many hours, days together.
And so Rory and our audience knows, what does the purple stone do for him until he gives it back?
If he is hurt at any point, I can choose to use a protective essence, and then they will reduce the number of HP that they take.
Okay, perfect.
So I can only do one per day, and I'm going to use the same talisman and just restart it, like refill it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this stone is very, very special to me. And if you stole that stone, I would hunt you down.
I would hear you coming.
And then quiver in my boots.
You know what? Give it back.
Take it if you can.
Yes, this search for Eldritch knowledge, whenever Flolf is in need, it's a very sort of symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, Flolf is a force to be reckoned with, and a little ribbit in the woods can, who knows what dangers can happen to a young lady. And Flolf, how does Flolf really explain why he comes to Leola for advice, or he just does, and he doesn't have money, and she kind of accepts his companionship as payment enough?
I would say he doesn't reveal too much because he doesn't want a lot of people to know about the heart. But it's very much a case of being like, I have an itch in the back of my brain telling me to go somewhere. Can you help me figure out what that is? And then Leola obviously knows exactly where that is and lets him know. And then Fluff just goes, great, and leaves before any further conversation happens. And so far, she's been right every time.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and now she's leading you somewhere yet again.
Yep.
Before we continue on, though, I would like to use my nature's tongue and talk to the grass around here and ask it why these random skeletons popped up. Or is this like a normal thing?
This is not normal at all.
I definitely want to talk to the grass.
Okay. When you are speaking with the grass in this way, what does nature's tongue do for you?
So I speak the language of the natural world. When you want to speak to plants or animals around you, make an instinct roll of 12. On a success, they'll give you the information they know. On a roll with fear, their knowledge might be limited or come at a cost. And if I'm in the natural environment, I get a +2 if I spend a hope to add a +2 bonus to the roll.
Okay. All right. Well, give us that instinct roll. All right.
Oh no, maybe no. 11.
Oh,
11 with?
so close.
No, that's 11.
11 with hope or fear.
Oh, 11 with fear.
It's even better.
Double fail.
Even more fun.
All right. So you reach out to the grass in this area, and the grass tell you to speak with the flowers. You go to the flowers, and the flowers tell you to speak with the bones, and you go to the bones, and the bones tell you that there is a price to pay for knowledge that is older than the dark.
I already communed. Well, we're just going to have to go. I don't think there's anything we can learn from these bones. They're clearly not very important to what we're doing here. So we just need to push forward. And don't ask me about it again.
Do you want me to make the grass talk?
Can you do this?
Maybe later.
I was like, I don't know.
Even Wolf doubts himself if he can intimidate the grass.
Gang mentality of the grass.
Yeah.
I'm as you sort of carry on, and they're like, we're not going to deal with this. I will say you mark a stress.
Okay.
Yes, even if Leola doesn't show it in her conversation with Flolf, I think the grass, the flowers, and the bones all sort of turning her down, and the sort of overwhelming sense of foreboding that these things keep adding up, and she is in tune with the magics of the world and the nature, and despite her cheery, sort of always wear a smile mood, it's impossible for someone as attuned as she is not to begin to feel that weight begin to build up. Palix heads to the mediocre. Going inside, he sees the regular, he sort of looks around and sees the regular crowd. He's met with a tankard of his favorite ale, which is...
They know me well. It's definitely some like brown ale, but
Sure.
it's got like some sort of like spice
I was
added
gonna
to
say
it.
it's a little hot.
It's
Yeah.
got some hot to it.
Sure.
A lot of people do not drink my beer because they're just like, why do you add this like Tabasco sauce?
and it's just hot. It's not like flavorful.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
Like just hot. And you look around and sort of see the usual suspects in the bar. You know, the gamblers who are always there. You know, we're getting rid of their weekly earnings. The sailors who have come in and are just, you know, spending a night or two passing the time. The toughs and sort of thugs. You see there's a gnome that is known to you. He's got a yellow trench coat, and he smokes what looks like essentially a candy cane, and he's looks like right now he's leaning back against the wall, and he's kind of like watching the room, and there in the corner, playing, he just places down. He sort of ends his last song, a sad song, very, very like anyone who's paying attention would bring a tear to their eye, except that Dracona don't have tear ducts. He puts down his, or rather probably loops it on his back as he finishes this song, and there's like two people in sort of other parts of the bar, like and the two of you indicate to a table. Two of you head over.
Quite the set you had.
Thank you, Alex.
Yes. Unfortunately, I missed most of it. I think I walked in right at the end when you held that long note for just too long. I almost sensed the sadness in your voice.
Yeah, that was the best part. Thank you. Yeah.
I miss the old songs you used to sing, friend, about high travel and adventure, of a hero down on his luck who would rise up and smite the dragon and save the day. What happened to that vigor? Where did it go? Slam some of my drink.
I grew old. And you know, life just sucks.
Well,
You know, it is. Yeah. I was once a fair young lad in love, right? And I had my daughter, and she's really beautiful, and I love her as much as I can. But her wife, her mother, something I cannot deal with. It's pretty hard.
It's been years since I've last touched base with Shauna, but it came news to my ears once you guys fell through that. Well, I should go support my friend Theo and meet him on a regular basis, make sure he's doing okay. I mean, you've been telling me for weeks now about your dreams and nightmares, but your letter had mentioned your daughter Annabelle is having nightmares, traumas of her own.
That is my current problem right now. I'm very worried, Alex. Lately, the troubles that I am having is with my daughter. She has been having a lot of nightmares. I can sense her change, you know. She had a lovely, lovely voice, but there's been a lot of change. She still is the nice, lovely girl that we know as she grew up, like when you gave her uppies, right? Now she's becoming more mature and talking about things like a random giant man in her nightmares haunting him, dark, he's sitting on a throne, and like, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure that it is definitely a nightmare. It's not something, it might be a curse, I'm not sure. But instinctively, fatherly feeling, I have this sense of something's wrong.
Right. Well, for me, from my perspective, I know when I usually have dreams, it's me flying in the clouds and it's my God trying to commune to me. But he never shows himself as the invisible dragon. He'll often let me know by communing through thunderstorms or through strong winds or maybe through a clear, bright sky. It sounds to me that this isn't a dream that originates from her surroundings, but more so something beyond. It goes outside of our understanding. Have you not worshipped any god yourself in your time on this mortal realm? Or have you just been going by day to day without some sort of religious dogma to guide you?
Yeah, I don't need no god, you know.
Have you upset any gods in the past to maybe bring a curse on your family? I'm afraid there are many esoteric evil beings out there that would latch on to someone that might open themselves up to such powers. To me, these dreams seem to be something outside of her capability, like there's an outside influence. But that's me speaking from my own perspective, from the unnamed god that I followed. He talks to me in different ways, as I imagine.
If gods are supposed to be nice, then why do they?
I never said gods are nice. No, furthest thing from the truth is they'll enact their vengeance how they see fit, whether it's just for one and unjust for another one.
I mean, what society kills people for punishing people who have killed? Idiotic nonsense dogma.
Well, without that idiotic nonsense dogma, I wouldn't have these powerful wings on my back.
Yes, that I could gain by working out. I haven't worked out for a while.
That's a lot of Merlot in there, my friend.
That keeps me going. You got your protein shake, I got my wine. Peanut butter shake.
As the two of you sort of chat, I chat about this. I'm going to spend a fear. A scream comes from outside, followed by many others. There's a thunder, a loud sort of booming that Palix recognizes as not natural. The two of you, I assume, rush outside to...
I was going to say, I'll stand up, my chair falls over.
All right.
I take the Merlot last sip fully and then drop it and then run. Yes.